Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, I am Murad Agriculture, Senior Lecturer, Department of Agriculture Studies, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka. Let's go for today's online lecture. Chapter 4, name is Household Farming, and today's lecture topic is Section 1, and you can get this section on your textbook page number 238 to 247, and this section name is Concepts and Importance of Household Agricultural Farm. Today, after getting this lecture, I will explain details about the household agriculture farm and the importance of agriculture farm. First, we have to understand the concept of agricultural farm, which is household agriculture farm. If you have a look this figure which you can get in your textbook page number 237, here you can see this is the homestead area, this is the house and this is the homestead area, and here they cultivate some crop, rear poultry, here is the livestock, here is the goat, as well as fish and duck as well. So we know that Bangladesh is an agriculture based country, and agriculture is the key factor to run its economy. And even in our country, farmers produce crop, vegetable, livestock, poultry and fish by household agriculture farm. That means if you have a look this figure, then you can easily understand what do you mean by household agriculture farm, and you can get this type of knowledge based question for 1 mark, which is what do you mean by household agriculture farm. And I think and I hope you can clearly understand what is the meaning of household agriculture farm. I repeat, farmers in our country produced crop, then vegetable, then livestock, rearing livestock, poultry and fish in their homestead area. That is basically called household agriculture farm. Now let's talk about little bit about importance of household agriculture farm. That means what do you know about household or what will be the necessity of household agriculture farm. You can get 2 marks question, like comprehensive questions in your exam, like explain the importance or necessity of household agriculture farm. Here I can try to explain the household agriculture farm's importance, which is fulfill the demand of food and nutrition, then it's play, entertain guests as well, important, create employment opportunity as well, and even it's passing your leisure time of the family members, even creates opportunity of extra income as well, and even fertility of agricultural land can be increased by livestock and poultry rearing. Some more importance is like crop residues, which can be used as a livestock feed as well, and making biogas with the help of poultry faces as well as livestock phase as well, and proper planning, we can increase the national economy as well and improves the overall farmers livelihood as well. So this is all about the necessity or importance of household agriculture farm. Next is household vegetable and poultry farm. Here is observe some picture which is I try to explain with the help of picture what do you mean by household vegetable and poultry farm. Here you can see some pictures and you get the description in your textbook page number 239. Basically in our country, the objective of household agriculture vegetable farming is to meet up the nutrition of household farmers. On the other hand, it plays an important role to improve household low income by producing agriculture products, and it is planted with the advice of the experienced farmers or cultivating seasonal crops besides the homestead area, and get crops around the year. It may help to earn extra income as well for meeting up the family needs as well, and cultivate advanced crops by household intensive care, high market price achieved, and even it can be nowadays any of the vegetables can be produced all the year round, and which can meet up everybody's need. Vegetables can also cultivated without applying chemical fertilizer and pesticide as well, which is very safety and tasty as well. You see here, first picture you see they rear the poultry in their homestead area and cultivate some vegetable as well. And the second picture as well, you see there is some creeper crops like bean, and rear the duck as well. And here as well they rear the chicken here and cultivate some vegetable as well in the homestead area, and the same as in the last picture. So if you follow this picture, so you can understand what will be like the household vegetable and poultry farm, and what is the importance of poultry farm, because I told you create employment opportunity, fulfill the nutritional demand as well. Next is household poultry farm. So what will be the household poultry farm? If you have a look, some example of household poultry farm you can observe on the figure. This is the first figure, then the next figure here, and this is the other figure here, and this is the last one figure. So poultry means domestic birds such as chicken, might be duck, or might be pigeon or quail, guinea fowl as well. But in our country, guinea fowl and quail is not so popular as they are not our native poultry as well. But in our country, farmers rear chicken, duck, pigeon household area in the household area as a household poultry farm. You see, domestic poultry is an integral part of the farmers' culture in our country. So they use their the past extra time to rearing the poultry. In our country, previously farmers have been rearing a native breed of chicken, duck, and pigeon. Generally, farmers rear 5 to 15 chicken and duck in their farms. In this traditional farm, there is no improved housing and feed management. Chicken and duck live on grains and insects getting from around the homestead area. Uh, in this way, family demand for meat and milk and meet up the extra income as well, and selling the eggs and chicken, they can earn some extra income as well. Here commercial matter is not considered, like here we are not considered the commercial purpose. But nowadays the concept is been changed. Farmers rear improved types of chicken and duck in order to get 250 eggs per year because of low egg and meat production of native chicken and duck. Here we see the last two pictures, they try to being commercial because of concept is changed, but in top two figures you see they only for or in the traditional method rearing in the homestead area, but the bottom two pictures shows that they are little bit change the concepts as a commercial farm. So now the how you manage this poultry health, because when you rearing in the homestead area as well as the commercial, then you have to manage the poultry health, which is instead of farm with healthy birds, you have to take the healthy birds, and the place will be clean and will be flood free area, and you have to use the sanitizer or spray disinfects as well, and make sure there will be proper drainage system, and there will be proper fence as well, and to make house with east west along, even in the proper ventilation facilities, pure water as well, provide pure water, provide supplementary feed and ration as well, and need to be proper vaccination, and talk to and take the advice of veterinary doctor as well. So this will be the health management when you run the poultry farm in the household area. Next, household livestock farm. So what will be the concept of livestock farm? Here you see, this is the figure where you can see this is the one kind of household farm. This is the another figure of a household farm. This is the other one, and this is the other one. So the explanation or description of this farm you can get in your textbook, page number 241. So like poultry, livestock rearing also the features of household agriculture farm in our country as well. And in case of domestic livestock in our country, we can rear, or farmer can rear cattle, goat, buffalo, sheep as well. And cattle and goat are found everywhere in Bangladesh, but buffalo or sheep is not available in our country, but you can get it in the some area, part of the area. And possible for rich farmers can rear cattle and buffalo. On the other hand, who is the poor, they can rear goat, or because this is easy for easy for rearing, and this is for landless and poor farmer. That is why goat is called farmer's cow. Household goat farming is profitable in our country, and market prices of goat is very high due to its higher meat demand. That is why black Bengal goat reaches the poverty early. A black Bengal goat, they give 2 to 3 kids at a time, and male goats, which is called buck, can be marketed at their 8 months of the age. In our country, local variety, that means our native variety, gives 1 to 1.5 liter milk, whereas a hybrid cow, which is called Holstein Friesian, you see here is the this cow is Holstein Friesian. That means even in Jersey crossbreed cow, they can give 15 to 20 liter. That means the rearing of improved varieties is profitable. In our country, improved crossbreed cows should be reared in household farms. Many qualified young person can be reared and success in their rearing. In our country, if farmer rear 2 to 5 live cows in a house, that is called household farm. But nowadays they are increasing the number and turned as a commercial farm as well. So this is all about the concept of the household livestock farm. Next is livestock health management. When you rearing the livestock, that time always you have to think about the health management, otherwise you will not be profitable. So what you should do, you should clean the place and clean the homestay farm area, and end to restricted should be the people, otherwise virus or other microorganism will be attacked the cattle. And clean the place with the disinfector and proper drainage system. Ventilation seatbelt should be applied, and make sure there will be no attack of wild animals as well. And provide supplementary and pure water, then clean the animal, and vaccine the animal. And when any type of animal is dead, at that time you have to bury that one, and always contact with the vet doctor. So this is mandatory. Next one is household fish farm. In our country, maximum household area in the rural part, they have some ponds available in the area. That time they can do the fish, cultivate the fish as well. If you have a look, the some pictures of household fish farm. In our country, some local fish like rui, katla, mrigel, kalibaush suitable for cultivate, and it will be cultivated during the rainy season, which is May and July. And it can be provided sufficient supplementary feed, and katla becomes 2 to 3 kg within a year, and rui and mrigel may become 1 kg weight within a year. And fishes of 2 years old are able to release the eggs as well, so which is very profitable. But besides this, you can cultivate some exotic fish species which is very friendly in our country, which is silver carp, grass carp, carpio, Thai shortputty, tilapia, nilotic, and Thai pangas as well. So this one is very profitable, and it can be cultivated with the mixed culture with the native carp as well. Uh, However, next will be the health management. So if we do not proper care the fish or whatever it is, poultry or livestock, that will be not profitable. Some important or harmful disease which is very important for fish, which is gill rot disease, then ulcerative disease, then spotted disease. So general symptoms you can get on the fish will be their normal movement will be distracted, the natural color of gill, red, black, white spot on their body will be disappear. Fishes are in off feed or intake legs, feeling their body excessively coarse as well. So that will be the common disease which is I talked about as earlier as well: ulcer, tail and fin rot disease, red foot gill rot disease. So initially 5 to 1 kg lime is applied per decimal as per the condition of the pond. So I give you this page screenshot because this is an underline this one. So this is very very important. You can get this one, page number 245, and underline in your textbook, which is very important for MCQ and CQ. Now some general problems and remedies of fish. When you culture fish in the pond, that time you can get some general problems. So you have to identify the problem and you have to solve that problem. So first problem is floating and suffocating of fish. It's happened due to the lack of oxygen in the pond. In the pond, sometimes lack of oxygen in the pond. That is why the fish gasping on the pond, in the top of the pond, and that is why we have to find out how can the floating and suffocating observed. You see, here is the red colored you see excess mud at the pondward ground, fermentation of organic matter, application of more fertilizer, the turbidity, cloudy environment and increasing temperature. This is the causes of suffocation and floating in the fish on the top of the water. So this is very very important. You have to memorize this one. You can get this one in your page textbook page 245. You can get 2 marks questions from this point. The question is for comprehensive, which is explain the causes of floating and suffocation of fish, or the question is like explain why fish is gasping on the top of the water or the top of the pond. So then you have to write the answer of this paragraph. So this is very very important. So the summary of this point is due to the lack of oxygen, fish floating and suffocating or gasping on the pond. Why the lack of oxygen? Because excess mud, then fermented organic matter, more fertilizer application, turbidity and cloudy environment. So this is the causes of floating and suffocation of fish. So what will be the solution of this? The solution will be apply swimming in the pond. If you swimming in the pond, that time make the artificial wave, then the water that time increase the oxygen in the pond, or you can heat the pond water or stirring the pond water by helping of bamboo or any type of stick or any type of horror. So if you have a look the picture, that person heating the or bamboo on the pond water for stirring the pond water, then increase the water, increase the oxygen in the pond. So this is the solution of the this problem. Next problem is green layer on the water. Sometime you can observe some green layer which is might be you can observe in the maximum pond water. So what you should do in this green water, and what is the symptom or why this is happen in the pond? This problem is caused by production of extra algae. If see this is green portion on the top of the water, this is extra algae, and it causes the inhibition of normal breathing of fish and suffocating fish on the water. And after that, if this is happen and more in the water, that time lack of oxygen as well. So environment is deteriorated by spoilage of algae. So what will be the solution? The solution is algae layer can be removed by thin cloth. Temporarily supply of fertilizer feed should be off. So do not apply any type of fertilizer on the top of the water. So water may be changed if it is required. So it can be controlled biologically by releasing few big size silver carp in the pond. So this type of solution, if you apply in the pond, that time this problem you can solve. Next problem is red layer on water. So sometimes you can observe this type of red layer on the top of the water, and why? Because of red algae or excess iron. If there is any increase of red algae or excess iron on the water, that time you can observe this type of problem in the pond. So what will be the solution? If you apply copper sulfate making at 12 or to 15 gram per decimal tied with bamboo and placed 10 to 50 cm deep in the pond water, wave which can be created by air help to mix copper sulfate with the pond water, and algae can be removed. So algae can be removed by pulling straw, coil, banana leaves on water or using cotton cloth as well. So we can solve this problem by two ways. One is use banana leaf or clean cloth to remove this one, or we can use copper sulfate bait for remove this solution. So you can buy the copper sulfate in the market as well. So this is the solution of this problem. Next problem is turbid water. So if you have a look, the pond water is very turbid. Why? Because sometimes enter rainwater into the pond, or this may also happen due to the absence of grass at the bank of the pond. If see there is no grass on the bank of the pond, that is why the water is turbid, and sunlight cannot go enter in the pond. Fish gill is damaged and availability of natural fish. So what will be the solution? Solution is apply lime in the pond. The dose will be 1 to 2 kg per decimal, and sometimes you can apply gypsum. The dose will be 1 to 2 kg per decimal, or copper sulfate can be applied in the pond as well. The dose will be 240 or 240 gram per decimal. So do not apply 3 chemical in the pond. You can apply any one. If you apply lime, do not apply gypsum or copper sulfate, or if you apply gypsum, do not apply the other two. So this is the solution of turbid water. Next problem is, and the last problem is, gas is storing in the mud of the bottom of the pond. So what why you extra mud in the pond? Because there's a problem arises due to the presence of excess mud in the pond bottom of the pond, and decomposition of huge quantity of creepers and waste. As a result, fish die due to the toxicity of water. So when excess mud in the bottom, that time gas is storing the mud of the bottom of the pond. That is why use horror with the making of a rope and stones or brick. So when you pulling the horror from one part to another part, that time that will be increase the oxygen in the remove the gas in the pond. So then you can solve this problem, and excess mud has to be removed, or sometimes you can excess mud has to be remove, and the main objective is establishing household fish farm is to meet up the household fish farm, and sometime possible develop the household financial status as well. So if you apply horror, then you can remove this problem. So this is all about the lecture of this section. I try to explain all the part of this section. So now I give you some example MCQ questions you can get in the board exam, which is first one is how many liter of milk our native cow give daily, which I already explained to you, which is 1 to 1.5 liter. Then how many kids a black Bengal give birth at a time, which is 2 to 3 kids. Next, the example of creative questions, you can get this stamp figure, which is page number 240, which is a example of a household poultry farm, and the question will be what is buck. You can get this question's answer page number 241. The answer will be the male goat is called buck. Next question is, why fish gasping on the pond water? I already explained to you, which is page number 245. You can get the answer. Next question is, identify the figure and describe it. I already explained this point as well. You can get this answer, page number 239 description, and the figure you can get page number 240. And the last question is, analyze the health management of the stem mentioned animal. So you can get the answer of this health management. I already explained to you, page number 240. My dear students, thank you very much for watching today's online lecture. If you got any problem, contact your subject teacher. They must help you, and stay safe and stay home. Thank you very much.